ever see a genius lose everything? Not because their product failed, but because they couldn't communicate their vision. Today, I'm going to expose one of the most devastating case studies I ever witnessed. This is how a brilliant tech founder with revolutionary technology lost a $50 million funding round and ultimately his entire company. Not because the product was inferior, not because the market wasn't ready, not because the competition was better, but because of 7 words. 7 words that could have saved everything. And by the way, this is exactly why I built Riveting. Because a better vision with a truly better solution should never, ever lose to a better presentation. But it happens every day. So let me tell you about Bradford. And that's not his real name. I just want to protect his privacy. Bradford is a brilliant MIT grad, PhD in computer science, and he built AI technology that was 3 years ahead of anyone else. His product could automate what took teams of engineers 10,000 hours in just 47 minutes. Everything was perfect except for one tiny detail. Bradford couldn't present his product idea and vision to save his life. He had a prime spot to present at a well-attended CEO summit. It was a room full of his potential Fortune 500 clients, as well as the investors who could fund his Series B round of $50 million. Bradford walked onto stage. He was confident in his technology. He believed the product would speak for itself. Huge mistake. 30 minutes later, he walked out empty-handed. So what happened? Bradford started with, "Our algorithm utilizes advanced machine learning paradigms, blah, 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 blah," and eyes just glazed over. He continued with, "The neural network architecture implements sophisticated blah, 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 blah," and phones came out. And he finished with, "The computational efficiency demonstrates significant optimization, yada, yada, yada." Game over. Zero interest from his prime customers, zero interest from top VC firms. $50 million gone. 2 years later, his company bankrupt. And here's what breaks my heart. Bradford had the solution to a massive problem that every business faced. But Bradford presented the technology instead of the transformation. He talked about machine learning algorithms instead of never miss a kid's soccer game again. He explained neural network architecture instead of no more weekend emergencies. He described computational efficiency instead of reduced staff burnout and turnover. The 7 words that could have saved everything is this. This gives you your life back. That's it. 7 simple words. Not one technical term, not one industry buzzword, not one algorithm explanation. Just 7 words that connect to what people actually care about. See, here's what Bradford missed, okay? And what most brilliant people miss. You'll want to write these down in your Darren Daily Journal, okay? People don't invest in technology. They invest in transformation. People don't care about how it works. They care about how it changes their life. While Bradford was explaining his breakthrough technology, the CEOs and investors were thinking, how does this make me any money? How does this solve my problem? How does this gain me an advantage? How does this change my world? And Bradford never answered those questions. Hear this now. The best product doesn't win. The best presented product wins. Look, this isn't just about high-stakes investor pitches either, okay? This is about every conversation that matters in your career. The team meeting where you have that breakthrough idea but stumble through the explanation. The client presentation where you know their pain points but can't make them feel understood. The performance review where you've delivered incredible results but can't articulate your value. The budget meeting when you need resources but can't build the compelling case. The strategy session where you see the path forward but you can't rally the troops. You see, you are faced with this every single day. Here's what I want you to do, okay? Grab your Darren Daily Journal and think about one thing you're trying to get approved, get adopted, get implemented, or get funded. Maybe it's the process improvement idea, the budget request, the strategic initiative, the team restructure, the new partnership, the policy change. And then ask yourself, can you explain it in 7 words or less? Can you connect it to what your audience actually wants? Can you make them feel the benefit, not just understand the logic? If you're presenting to your boss, don't talk about efficiency gains. Talk about making you look like a rock star. If you're presenting to your team, don't talk about process optimization. Talk about getting home for dinner. If you're presenting to your clients, don't talk about features and benefits. Talk about sleeping better at night. 7 words that connect beat 7 paragraphs that confuse. So, share in the comments below, what's one thing you're trying to get approved? And can you describe its benefit in 7 words or less? And if you're not yet a member of Riveting, now's your chance, okay? You'll not only get access to my life's work of 35 years of collecting and practicing persuasive presentations and communication, it is now also encoded into an AI engine so it can spit out a master level script for any talk, toast, proposal, or presentation you have to do in seconds. It makes it so anyone can be a master persuader and presenter on anything you aim to captivate and activate people into action. See the link below for invitation-only access.